Hi Scorpio, we're going to do your reading. This is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is general, as you know. Cannot, will not resonate for everyone. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Let me just show you pre-shuffle real quick. I didn't go into it too much, but we've got the Page of Pentacles. So, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling an apology. If and when this is an apology, when it comes, it's going to bring on a fiery new beginning, a passionate new beginning. So I think this is, what this is giving me is, if you do the work or you take the first step to apologize, this is probably what's going to happen. So I'm not saying apologize if somebody mistreated you, but if that is, an option or appropriate, then that will probably result in a passionate new beginning. Please don't apologize to someone who ghosted you or treated you badly, okay? All right. But and the reason I'm getting that, part of what I'm getting is that there's a need to let go of some, maybe a grudge or some past issues that, have run their course and that are no longer really an issue. If it's still an issue, that's a different story, but Wow, look at that. Truth, clarity, and passion. The devil can be something that, is in the past. It's something that is holding on to you that needs to be let go of. Could be obsession. Could be a sexual attraction. Desire. Okay. Maybe somebody is wondering if, maybe just for one person, but somebody's feeling like, am I the one you really want the most? Something like that. Oh, goodness, somebody was blocked. So blocked, ghosted, your energy, the ending, it's you. We're going to have a strong reading. Death card. The death card in tarot means something ended. Usually it clears the way for something new, to make space for something new. Crowning, we have Knight of Swords. Somebody's coming in fast. This is happening fast. And it looks like it's somebody who blocked you. Or, I don't know. If you blocked them, then that's where this would come in. And you want an apology, then they're going to come in fast. But I think it's the other way around. Your person's energy, the person that's on your mind, Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Passionate new beginning and a new love. So you could have someone new as well. How they view you. Well, they're very much in their head about it, but I think they also feel like you overanalyze, or you circle the mental loop. You know what the mental loop is? When you go round and round and you're hoping for a different clue along the way. You circle the story on and on, but it just is the same old story. But this at some point becomes a decision. You can stay stuck. Staying stuck, not moving forward, is a decision. Not making a decision is a decision. I don't like that somebody blocked you, though. How they view the next steps. Strength. I don't know about that. Taming that wild beast. Being strong enough, maybe? Okay, we'll come back to that one. Look at that strong Leo energy, the Sun card. This is hope, healing. This is expansion, things, being opened up, possibilities, happiness. Also, it's truth coming to light. That's a beautiful card, and I'm feeling a ton of energy on that one. That's what you don't see behind the scenes. Two of Pentacles. Tarot's advice. Getting something different on that too. So Three of Pentacles is working together. It's coming together. I love this card because it's about cooperation and collaboration. Recent past, Seven of Cups, that's options, Knight of Cups. So somebody may have had a little bit of a player energy. Up next is with the Fool card, Aries energy, a new beginning, carefree. I feel like there's a need for somebody to let go of some grudges or resentment. Now you have to put that in make that apply to your situation. So if somebody has not been treating you well and you've pursued them and they've blown you off, then I absolutely think the best thing to do is to pull back. I never think you chase someone, you don't double text, you don't text somebody or try to reach somebody that blocked you. Unless it's just a misunderstanding that they think something opposite. But even then, I think it lowers your value and your just self-confidence to do that. Wow, look at that. Aries again. The Emperor. So the Emperor is somebody strong and stable, somebody that makes decisions, somebody that's very clear. Somebody's manifesting, I'm getting too. Big time manifesting. If you're manifesting now, Scorpio, you are in your element. Don't stop. Okay, bottom of the deck is, again, conflict, bickering, and what is it? It's about making a decision. Which way do I go? Well, you know, ego tells you to hold your ground and not let somebody get away with it or not let go or, you know, keep dwelling on it. But the bottom line is happiness. You want happiness, you make a decision. Walk away from that conflict, let it go. That could be gossip. I feel like somebody is burdened because the other person had more options or choices and it was kind of uneven. You know, I kind of feel temperance, like the balance of giving or interest was off. One person, because it's called one-itis. If you only have one person you're focused on or one person you're talking to and flirting with and seeing, then of course you put so much more emphasis on that one person. And then that multiplies and it intensifies if you don't have hobbies and interests and things throughout the day. Especially with what's becoming a big problem is so many people have, you know, transitioned to working from home, and then it becomes isolation. It's you get used to, you know, working in your jammies or working from bed or the couch, and then you develop, you know, it kind of develops new neural pathways. So it just becomes easier to keep doing that when really you need to get up in the morning, get some sun on your face, get dressed, brush your teeth, you know, get out, make your bed so you don't get back in it. But the busier you are and the more you have going on, the less important that other someone is in your life. And that's even when you're married, that's a healthy thing to have. It's never healthy to put all your energy into one person. It literally can drive you crazy. So one person, I think, had a lot of options and a more active life than the other, and that left things unbalanced. And if that was you, it caused some, you know, resentment, kind of that feeling like, well, how could they even consider other people, you know, if because our connection's so strong, something like that. Communication's coming. Somebody wants a new beginning, and somebody is manifesting that. Here's progress. 3 of Wands. This is looking to the future. There's progress been made. I feel like this situation you're going through or went through is could be a big learning moment for you if you choose to learn from it, to not put all your eggs in one basket, to not over-invest in someone who isn't invested in you. You only give the attention to someone that they're giving to you. And if you're feminines, let your masculine lead, unless you want to always lead. But sometimes what happens, I see this a lot in tarot readings, what happens is the feminines will do the work. And if the masculine, their love interest doesn't, you know, hurry and text back or give back, they try, and I've done it too, we try to give more, to prove more how, you know, what a great catch we are, or prove our value, and it absolutely works the opposite. Masculines, it is in their DNA to chase and pursue, and they feel accomplished when they get the catch, you know. And if it comes too easy, people don't value, we don't naturally, it's just human nature, we don't value things that come to us very easily, you know. We value things that are scarce and that we have to work for. And so if that text message, you're getting a text message from someone 5-10 times a day, or even every day, you know, then you're not looking at your phone for it. You know, pull back. How much you are into someone should depend on not how much you like them, but how much they like you. Okay, that's your guide, because our emotions can, you know, really mess with our thinking. Okay. I mean, literally, scientifically proven, you know, hormones, love hormones, can be activated just, I mean, of course, through sex, but even through touch, physical touch and kind words. And then those love hormones, you know, trick us into thinking this is something special, when really it made us feel good about something right then and there. But keep in mind, I don't know yet. This could be really great, but this person could be psycho, or this person or my best love interest is, you know, right after this person. Just keep an open mind like that, something like that. Okay. Somebody's waiting for, yeah, here we go. Somebody's waiting to be recognized or to be valued. I put in all this work. Where's my, why are they not seeing it? When are they not going to see it? Okay, what were we going to clarify? We wanted to clarify, first of all, the strength card. Tell me more about the strength card. This person might be holding back an apology. Remember we felt apology in the beginning? Oh, there it is again, Page of Pentacles. Don't you reach out, Scorpio, if not. I can feel somebody going, sometimes you're strong, and then sometimes you're like, oh, I'll just reach out and say, how are you doing, or something like that, or happy birthday. Nothing. If somebody blocked you or ghosted you, nothing. Radio silence until they come to you. Because if you do it first, you scratch that itch. That itch is like, what's going on with them? Why haven't I heard from them? Okay. And I am going to do extended or a VOD, a Vimeo on all these tips. I'm going to start a new series on, you know, when to pull back, when to go radio silence. And also you guys can use the you know, the push-pull to your advantage. So push-pull is somebody comes in, then they go. They come in, then they go. They come in, then they go. Well, if you don't scratch that itch, you know, if you're not chasing, they're not running. So you can use the push-pull to your advantage. You can give, be sweet, and then pull back. You always want to change it up. You never want to be totally predictable. And no, it's not games. It's human nature. So whoever's saying it's games, it just is. Whether, you know, call it what you want, but it just is. It's just the way it is. So, High Priestess. This 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, this is like generational wealth. I don't know. It's at the bottom of the deck, so I'm not totally sure. But maybe this is, maybe you are going to be the one that changes, you know, for generations to come, that breaks the cycle of not being as successful as you should be. I don't know. I feel success. I just feel like you might be not living up to your potential. Another thing is, sometimes when we don't connect perfectly with somebody that we're supposed to and that we know we're supposed to, it's because that connection could be a distraction in keeping you from your purpose. So the best way to have a happy connection and union is to, you know, what do you call it? I always feel it from the Queen of Swords. It's compartmentalized, where you go, okay, this is something, this is my love interest, this is one area of my life. I have love, I have health, I have, you know, work and purpose, and I have family. So if one of these things is going wrong, you know, you're having trouble at work, do not let it affect these other things. You compartmentalize it. You go, okay, well, that's that. I can deal with that later. That problem's still going to be there. But for right now, I'm focused on my work, or I'm focused on my purpose. That is going to be crucial and key for your success, okay? What were we doing? The Strength card. Ooh. Wow, you guys crazy. Could be a twin flame. Check out my twin flame almost personals. I'll link those down below. They're amazing. They're very detailed because there's not that much energy coming through. So only watch them if you feel pulled to watch them. You can always watch the trailer, but they're just super. Especially if you're into personals, those are a fraction of the price, and everybody says that was just like a personal. So anyway, 2 of Cups, 2 people that love, 2 people that give. 2 people that express it equally, okay? This is union, celebration, cheers. Wow, and this is Lover's card. This is a strong attraction at the very least. And somebody's there it is again. And didn't I just say Queen of Swords? So compartmentalize anything that's bothering you in your life so it doesn't affect your purpose. Having a purpose makes you more attractive, and also helps you just naturally attract good things because you feel good. You have happy things coming in. You're focused. You're not just, you know, when you have too much time to think. It's like when I get on my neighborhood app, you know, next door or whatever. I get on there, you know, or I'll get a notification and it'll say, they're putting in this kind of store at the, you know, a vape store at this intersection, or I went to, you know, this ice cream shop and there were nuts spilled on the counter and ice cream machine had drips on it. And I'm like, you need to get a life, lady. That's called being busy. You know, it's like and that's just natural when you don't, and I've known several people like that, when you don't have enough going on in your life, you have too much to think and then you get out of whack, you know? I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying keep that in mind, okay? Compartmentalize the stuff that's not going your way. You've got to have other successes in other areas. Keep your cup full and busy. One person, I think, had more going on than the other, and it made it lopsided. And that can even really throw off a good thing. Because if there wasn't a neediness or an imbalance in that way, both parties are going to be wanting to come together. You know what I mean? God, I keep getting this Tower. Whatever happened, it looks like it's ending with this World card. It's a new beginning. Yeah, what did I say? Manifesting. Somebody manifesting an ending for your person and someone else. And it's not a bad thing for somebody to, you know, until you're exclusive, for somebody to be, you know, be curious about other people. This keeps coming up too. Taurus energy, Taurus Virgo. This is tradition, truth. Wow. Why do I feel like I need to grab a different deck? Oh, I know. I feel like we have our story. Stick around to the end if you want to we're going to do an intuition test, okay? If you guys want to do that. What else can you tell me? I was wondering about, these two were pulling a lot of energy. So the Sun and what's hidden. Movement. Family room. That reminds me of a grandmother. Somebody could be redecorating. I don't know why that would be in that position though. Oh, gift. With that 10 of Pentacles, I'm also feeling like money is coming in. Unexpected money, maybe an inheritance. I don't know. You would probably know that though. What is this? What's behind the scenes? Why do we have all this? Lovers. Somebody's seeing the light is what I think. Make sure your space is clean and tidy so when somebody comes over to your house that they feel like they would feel welcome there and they would have a space. Make sure it's not, you know, packed to the rim and there's no space, it's, you know, or it's messy. You want to present yourself in a way that your being with you would enhance this person's life. So important. Okay? So important. And you want that to be on display. And not only that, but clutter is negative energy. Clutter and mess is negative energy. So if you have clutter and mess, you're breathing that and living that every day. But lovers again, so, oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, for some of you, I think you could be, happiness is coming. And it could involve marriage. Look at that, love and living room. It could be moving in together. That's kind of crazy. Distant horizons. Why do we have the, okay, so I'm also getting that somebody's thinking, yeah, right, because of whatever the situation seems like right now. This doesn't have to be with this person, but you're manifesting love, communication, and a new beginning. And it's working, so don't stop. But this is, I think, let me get one more. What's going on with that? No, not this deck. No? No. Okay. Yes, exactly. Because it's taking a long time. Look at this. So remember, I was feeling something strong here. So this Two of Pentacles is, you know, it's balancing, it's juggling, and then clarifying it, we've got the Three of Swords, so that's pain and heartbreak. That's probably what you can see right now. What you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you're observing in the 3D. Why? Because what's coming together is happening slow. I think these tips that I've been giving you about pulling back, I think those are crucial. Even if it's not going to help you in this relationship, which it will help in every relationship. But those are crucial, and those are going to help, I think, clear this up. But something's coming in slow, so it's, I think that, you know, there's too much focus on the pain. Got to find a way to distract yourself. But what you need to remember, Tarot's advice, is energy is constantly changing. So, and you tell me if this isn't true. Call me out on this in the comments, because you could be feeling super sad and down 1 minute, and then 5 minutes later, one little thing, something shifts, and you're like, up and peppy and over it. Okay, energy is constantly ebbing and flowing, and if it's feeling stuck, you need to do something about it. You just take a little step, go outside, take a walk, go skip, get some sun on your face, do a few jumping jacks. There are so many ways to change the energy, but even if you don't, one thing that's guaranteed is energy cannot stay the same. So just because it looks like things are bad and you're brokenhearted and it's been going on for a while, the cycle's closing. And I think Tarot is advising you not to forget that energy is constantly changing. Somebody could be totally not interested or, you know, closed off one moment, and then they have a good day at work and they think of you and they're like, you know, want to reach out. You guys let me know if you think that's wrong. Okay? Because it's just not. All right, Three of Pentacles, that's coming together, cooperation. Let's get an oracle and then we'll do our intuition test. So waiting. So for some of you, if you've been the one that's done all the work. Oh, wow. It's coming. Look at this. Definitely, if you haven't checked out those twin flame readings that I have linked down below, you might want to look at those. The Chariot, forward motion, and Four of Wands, union. So whatever you're going through, it's purposeful. I don't really know if I want to pull one of these, do I? I want to do that intuition test before we run out of time. Okay. Time to go. Look at that pathway. So it's time to go. Also, I've been asking for signs for you guys. That, of course, is a 9. But I've been asking for signs for you guys, and I've gotten black crows like crazy. I've gotten feathers, 444, 1010, and 1111. Here's the 1111. But you've got new love coming, something passionate. It might start out with an apology. I wonder what this time to go is. Let me see. I think it's time to get up and move. 45. I wasn't feeling like I probably should have pulled that. Let's see. I'm going to run out of time. You're at the end of a journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience this far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. That's exactly, I think, summing up what we were talking about. There's nothing left for you to do or experience in your present circumstances. Take a risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. I'm just going to read this one part. It's over, or at the very least, this form of the relationship has taken, the form the relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or them. Okay? So if that part has come to a conclusion and you need to breathe new life in it. If something really major happened here, the best way to reset it, and the bigger the problem was, the longer it'll take to reset. And this is just all the details I want to do a whole video on, but radio silence to the point where you're not on their social media, you're not liking or commenting, you're not texting, you're not responding to texts unless it is something substantial, like they want to talk and work through things. And the way you know when you're ready to end that radio silence is when you feel strong again. Just the very first few days, it might be hard as far as longing for them, but no, it's not forever. It's temporary, and they're going to come reach out to you. You will shift the power back to you if you go radio silent. Because why? It's your choice. Now, you're the one not doing anything. Okay, and it works. Almost always works. If it doesn't work, that means this person was not what you thought. Okay, so it's a win-win. Okay, let's do. Hope that was helpful. You guys let me know. I'm really trying to help you guys grow, and I don't want you guys watching sad tarot stories in, a year. I want you guys to grow. I spend a lot of time researching, relationships and quantum physics and how energies affect each other. I spend more time doing that than anything, more time doing that than sleeping, so that I can incorporate it into whatever comes through in the reading that it applies for. But yeah, lots of just psychology about how the mind works and forming new neuro pathways. If we got to break habits and form new neural pathways, and then each time we do it differently, and that neural pathway becomes more established, and it becomes easier and easier and easier. It's like being at the gym and not being able to lift a certain weight, and then you get stronger and stronger, and day by day that weight becomes easier. You're strengthening your mind and new neural pathways. Okay, we gotta hurry. Rah. Okay, so I'm going to focus on one of these. This is a rose quartz. I don't know how I should lay them out. This is a white something. This looks like someone's countertop, I think, or bathroom. And this is, I'm not sure. I don't remember. I need to learn my crystals. Okay, you guys, so I am focusing on one. And take a deep breath. See if you can tune into what I'm focusing on. And if you chose this, you are correct. Also, if you guys are, isn't that beautiful? If you guys are into manifesting, I shared my strongest, most powerful manifesting tip that I'm not even sure I should be sharing. I'm not sure how long I'm going to share it. I feel like it shouldn't be for, I feel like it could be abused, but it's in the link below. It's how to manifest a text from a certain person. That kind of goes against this because you are probably supposed to be pulling back. But if you're into manifesting, it could be for a job or a family member or something like that. All right. I love you. Let me know. And I also want to hear which crystal you chose and if you like doing this. And mostly how this reading helped you. Okay. Love you guys. Bye, Scorpio.